For day 2 of 31 Days of Horror, we're checking out the movie The Battery. This is an indie zombie horror movie coming out in 2012. This movie was written, directed, and starring Jeremy Gardner. I really like when we get zombie movies that are not your stereotypical mowing hordes of zombies down. Don't get me wrong, I like those movies, but it's always nice to have a fresh new take. This film is a lot more personal and drama-filled. It's about two former baseball players who are always on the move and trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. The zombies in this movie are not the biggest threat at all. They are the most docile and slowest zombies I've ever seen. It's more of a character study of two men bonding together on a road trip. This movie is pretty slow paced, so don't expect a lot of action. Both men are completely opposite of each other than their love of baseball. Jeremy is more of a get it done, always on the move and not afraid of anything, especially not afraid of killing zombies. Mickey, on the other hand, is more reserved and always in his head. He's always listening to music with his big headphones, and he hasn't killed a single zombie. While this movie doesn't have a main plot other than to keep surviving and move forward, they do come across some radios where they hear some survivors talking and they learn of a new group. They do try to contact them, they pretty much tell them to screw off and stop talking on this line, and Mickey is just not having it. He wants to join with them, he wants to talk to them, and he does talk to this girl named Annie, who is a part of the group, and she tells them to stop bugging them because it is not safe and this group is not what you think it is. The cinematography in this movie is pretty basic. I mean, most of the shots are just wides or mediums, nothing crazy. It's also a pretty flat and washed out looking movie, but that's to be expected from an indie film. While it might be the case, this is more of a character movie than trying to blow you out of water with some crazy camera work. The film does start very abruptly, which makes you feel like you missed something before because it's just very jarring. There's also some awkward scenes like the one where Mickey is in the car with the zombie girl. Also near the end, there's a scene that is a continuous shot that just felt like it was going on way too long with literally nothing happening, and it just felt like they could have done so much better with that shot. There's also very little interactions with any zombies in this movie. There is a total of 4 deaths of zombies in this, so if you're looking for a lot of killing of zombies, then you're not gonna like this movie. The ending of this movie was pretty interesting, and I liked seeing how they dealt with the situation at hand, but I just feel like they could have come up with some better outcome than what happened. The ending does make you wish for a second film, but in a completely different tone. I did really like the character interactions from the two leads, and this was an interesting take on the zombie genre. On a scare meter, I'm gonna give this movie a 0 out of 10. This movie wasn't scary at all. On a blood meter, I'm gonna give this movie a 2 out of 10. There was a little bit of blood, but nothing too crazy. This might not be my favorite zombie movie, but The Battery gets a 7 out of 10. If you guys like this review, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more, hit that follow button. And as always, thanks for watching.